John E. Tilgner, Sr. The date of birth, August 11th, 1900, Hawarden, Iowa. The parents, father, John Tilgner, born in 7/5/1849, and mother, Mina M. Jager Tilgner, born 11/4/1859. Parents purchased a farm in Northern Virginia Township, Union County, South Dakota, 8 miles northwest of Hawarden, Iowa, about 1884 or 1885, and in 1888 they sold their farm and moved to Hawarden, Iowa, purchasing the house now located at 722 9th Street. The parents moved from Baraboo, Wisconsin to farm listed above. Father Tilgner was a butcher by trade in Baraboo, Wisconsin. After moving to Hawarden in 1888, he operated a meat market where the present bowling alley is located, and with horse and wagon drove a country meat delivery route each week. In 1896, he established a branch meat market in Callio. In 1900, he purchased a hotel, the Brewer Hotel, located where present liquor store now stands. He sold the hotel in 1902 and helped in various local meat markets until retirement. John E. Tilgner, Sr., a native of Hawarden, Iowa, graduated from Hawarden High School in 1918. He is a World War I veteran and graduated from the State University of Iowa in Iowa City in 1922, June 6th. Began business in Hawarden, Iowa, August 1st, 1922, the owner of Tilgner's Auto Company, located in present bowling alley buildings, as a Chevrolet agent. He married Vesta Cooper on June 6, 1923. Vesta is also a graduate of Hawarden High School and the University of Iowa in Iowa City. Her great-grandfather was one of the early settlers in this area. He homesteaded the Edwards Farm just 3 miles northwest of Hawarden and gave the land on which the Edwards School stands just south of where Rex Green now lives. In 1930, J. E. Tilgner built a large 4-stall super service oil station, now owned by Rex Truesdale, and operated this until 1934, when he accepted a position with the Sinclair Oil Company in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where he served as service station supervisor of the Sinclair service stations in the Twin Cities for 6.5 years. In August of 1940, J. E. Tilgner returned to Hawarden and purchased the Ben Franklin store from Fred Jenkins. J. E. and Vesta owned and operated the Ben Franklin store until January 1st, 1975, when they turned the ownership over to their son, Tom C. Tilgner. Both J. E. and Vesta still maintain an active interest in the store operation by assisting Tom many hours each week. J. E. and Vesta have 2 sons, John E. Tilgner, Jr., who is a high school instructor in the Chicago, Illinois school system. John also holds a law degree and is licensed to practice in the state of Illinois. Tom C. Tilgner is a resident of Hawarden, Iowa, present owner and operator of the Ben Franklin store. Both J. E. Jr. and Tom C. Tilgner are graduates of the University of Iowa in Iowa City. Religion, he is a Baptist. He is past president of the Hawarden Chamber of Commerce for 2 terms, past president of the Hawarden Rotary Club, member of the first board of directors of Hydeco, members of the first director of Hawarden Golf Club, and a member of the first board of directors, United Good Neighbors. Presently on the Board of Directors of United Good Neighbors, Hawarden Chapter of the American Red Cross. Chairman of Boy Scout Committee for many, many years. Member of the Masonic and Eastern Star Lodges for over 50 years. Was awarded the Citizen of the Year Award by Hawarden Chamber of Commerce 1975. Member of American Legion for 55 years and presently reside at 1301 14th Street Place, Hawarden, Iowa.
The person making this tape is Tom Tilgner. The date that I'm making this tape is November 9th, 1983. There's some additional information that I would like to add to the tape made by Johnny Thompson. J.E. Tilgner received a certificate of award from Surin Park College Titans for basketball fan support for the years 1978 through 1979, signed by Dr. Al Hudek and Coach Steve Halligan. J.E. Tilgner has been a member of the Chamber of Commerce since 1922, except when he lived in Minneapolis, and over the years served on many committees. He lived in the dirt road period as well as boardwalk times in Hawarden. As a schoolboy, he watched our city paving being poured. He remembers the period when both Hawarden and Calliope had flour mills. He worked as a farmhand in the period of horse-powered machinery. Hitching posts lined the streets, and 2 livery barns were an important part of the business district. He remembers the first electric lights and telephones in Hawarden. I, Tom Tilgner, son of J.E. and Vesta Tilgner, have been asked by a member of the Big Sioux River Valley Historical Society to continue this tape by adding some information regarding my mother's family and also her activities in the community. My mother's parents were Thomas Augusta Cooper, born 17 January 1879 in Franklin County, Virginia. He died October 10th, 1915. Her mother was Stella May Edwards, born 30 November 1883 in Union County, South Dakota, and died March 2nd, 1950. Thomas Augusta Cooper and Stella May Edwards were married on August 6th, 1901. Vesta Cooper Tilgner was born July 9th, 1902, in Hawarden, Iowa. A few years following the death of her father in 1915, Stella Cooper married a brother of Thomas A. Cooper, Sam Cooper, and from this union was born one sister, Betty Cooper Berg, who now resides in Hawarden, Iowa. Betty Cooper was born November 4th, 1922. Vesta's father's occupation was a farmer, and he also had an interest in an elevator in Hawarden. Until the age of 13, Vesta lived with her father and mother approximately 2 miles northwest of Hawarden. Following the death of her father, she and her mother moved to Hawarden. She graduated from Hawarden High School in 1919. She attended the University of Iowa in Iowa City, graduating in 1926. She was elected to the Honorary Scholastic Sorority of Phi Beta Kappa, and she belonged to the Phi Beta Pi Social Sorority at the State University of Iowa. On June 6, 1923, she married John E. Tilgner. She taught 3rd grade in the Hawarden Elementary Schools for 3 years following her marriage. Vesta and John E. Tilgner had two sons, John E. Tilgner Jr., born August 2nd, 1928, and Thomas C. Tilgner, born February 28, 1932. In 1934, the Tilgner family moved to Minneapolis, where J. E. Tilgner was employed by the Sinclair Refining Company. While in Minneapolis, she was very active in the organization known as PEO. She achieved the office of Recording Secretary for PEO for the state of Minnesota. In August of 1940, the Tilgners moved back to Hawarden, where they purchased the Ben Franklin store from Fred Jenkins. Vesta and J. E. Tilgner worked together in the Ben Franklin store until 1975, when they sold the store to their son, Tom. Vesta was a member of the Order of Eastern Star for over 60 years. She is a past worthy matron of that organization. She is a past president of both the Minneapolis Chapter A PEO and Chapter EM PEO in Hawarden, Iowa. During World War II years, Vesta was the Home Service Chairman for the Hawarden chapter of the American Red Cross. In this capacity, she averaged nearly 5 hours per day working to assist servicemen and their families. She continued in this capacity for over 20 years. Vesta served as a member of the Hawarden Library Board for over 35 years, serving for several years as president of the board. She was organist for the First Baptist Church in Hawarden for many years, and she was a long-time Sunday school. She is a 50-year member of PEO. Following retirement from the Ben Franklin store in 1975, she has resided with her husband at 1301 14th Street Place in Hawarden, Iowa.